Hi there, guten Tag and welcome to a brand new segment here on this channel called Raw Review, where I will always sit down and review the last episode of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that explanation really was necessary. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do this every week or just every other week, because sometimes Raw doesn't give you much to talk about. But on the other hand, it never hurts to just, turn on the camera and talk for a minute or two. So I guess I'm doing this every week now. And this is how it will go down. I will tell you what happened, what I liked, what I didn't like, and maybe even tell you how I would have done things differently or how I would love things to proceed in the future. And in the end, I will rate every show with a rating up to 5 stars. Yeah, but I can tell you this much. I'm not going to give out 5 stars today because Raw was bad. It was really, really bad. We're talking about an episode of Monday Night Raw where in the main event the fans chanted, "This is boring." And that pretty much sums it up already. It was boring. Not just the main event, which was, Dean Ambrose with his Braun Strowman, but the whole show, with just one exception, and we'll get to that in a minute. So it started off with an authority promo, which I just can't stand anymore, because they are the same thing over and over again. Stephanie told the fans they don't know anything about responsibility, and she and Triple H, they are the authority, they have power, they have money, blah, 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 blah. Out comes Roman Reigns, shuts her up, and tells her, "I'm the authority now." So, that just added nothing to the storyline. It was just there because they had to put something like that in there, but it was just boring. And by the way, Roman Reigns got booed again. And later on, when he had a brief encounter with Triple H, he also got booed. So no matter how hard they try, they just can't get him over for Mania. It is just too little, too late, and by now it seems like everybody is just waiting for him to turn heel, which probably isn't going to happen anytime soon. Please let me be wrong. But you know what is even worse than the reaction to Roman Reigns? The build-up for Shane versus Taker. It's a mess, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's only getting worse. So this night on Raw, Vince McMahon comes out there and adds the stipulation that if Taker loses, he will never ever wrestle at WrestleMania again. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That is completely stupid. Because think about it. If Taker loses, that would mean that Shane would win. And when Shane wins, he takes control of the company. And that would probably also mean that Vince McMahon would be gone, which he even said in the very same promo a few sentences earlier. So, with him being gone, how can he have any say in whether or not Taker will have a match at WrestleMania? He just can't. So it doesn't make any sense. It's just stupid. And what is wrong with the people who write this stuff? This is the plot hole, which is, right in front of your face. How can you not see that? Is it the John Cena of plot holes? No, it's not. You have to see that. It makes no sense. It is stupid. God damn it. And other than that, we didn't get much new takeaways for WrestleMania. Besides maybe, Big Show and Kane joining the Social Outcast in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is fine, I guess. But let's just concentrate on the power of positivity and talk about the one redeeming fact of this episode of Monday Night Raw. Which, by the way, wasn't the New Day, because their segment with the League of Nations was not that great. So you probably guessed it already, I'm talking about Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, which is just a great matchup, and wouldn't you know it, this match was awesome. I really, really loved it, even though, the ending was pretty predictable. Of course, Jericho came out, distracted AJ Styles, and just like he did on SmackDown, Kevin Owens took the opportunity and won the match. And just as predictable was everything else involving AJ Styles and Chris Jericho, because, we knew beforehand that they will be going to face each other at WrestleMania. So, I'm just wondering, why not add something new, like an interesting stipulation, because we have seen AJ Styles with this Jericho before a few times by now, so why not add something new to make it more exciting? But let's talk about Kevin Owens and KO Mania, because that was by far the most interesting storyline on Raw. After he won against AJ Styles, out came The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, and of course Sami Zayn to claim their shot at the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. So Kevin Owens said, okay, screw it, I'm going to make a triple threat match to determine who is going to face me at KO Mania. And I immediately thought, okay, that is not really interesting because, of course, Sami Zayn is going to win it. Everything else wouldn't make any sense. So I was somewhat pleasantly surprised to find out that Kevin Owens has tricked us all and made a triple threat between Stardust, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder. But it didn't really work out for him because now he has to face all 6 of them in a ladder match, which is fine by me, but it's the same thing we got last year, and I just don't understand why they didn't make the match for the United States Championship the multi-man ladder match this time around, because Kalisto versus Ryback isn't a great matchup, while Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn clearly is. And also, I'm not really happy with the competitors in the matchup, because I can tell right now that probably either Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn are going to win. And 3 of those men in the matchup just don't stand a chance at all. I mean, Stardust won't win it, and all I want Stardust to do is get back in the feud with Goldust and then turn back to Cody Rhodes. Sin Cara, on the other hand, has to turn on Kalisto on some point to face him for the United States Championship. And Zack Ryder is in a tag team in NXT, so why would he win? I just don't understand why they didn't go with a certain underdog that fans would actually cheer for. I'm talking about Damien Sandow. Why is he not in this match? I want him back. I really want him back. And it would have made sense to bring him back for this matchup because The Miz is also in this matchup and you could have built up the feud between those two again. That would have given you something to do on Raw and SmackDown before WrestleMania. Something interesting that fans would actually care for, but nope. One more missed opportunity. So, in the end, I really didn't like this episode of Raw. I really didn't. Also, by the way, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch on commentary, I love them both. I'm especially a huge fan of Sasha Banks, but they weren't great either. So, just screw it. I'm giving this episode of Monday Night Raw 1 star out of 5. 1 star. Yes, I really think it was that bad. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, I'm wondering, do you want to see Damien Sandow back as well? Please let me know. That's it for today, but please subscribe to the channel for more wrestling stuff in the future. Also, most definitely check out my video where I will tell you how the WWE might, but probably won't, save the main event of WrestleMania. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at IamDemonKid. And with that being said, bye, see you next week, auf Wiedersehen.